okay, so that's the first principle, is we tend to gravitate toward our comfort zones. Now, the second principle is we as human beings are designed to grow. We're designed to become more of who we are. So pretending that this circle is you, we are designed to become bigger, to expand in whatever it is we do, or in whatever kind of a person we are. Now, here's the rub. Here's the tricky part of this. In order for us to grow, we have to go from our comfort zones into this area we'll call discomfort zone. That says zone, Z-O-N-E. Sorry, I'm a horrible writer. In order for us to grow, we have to move from our comfort zone into our discomfort zone. Somebody give me an example where that has been the case for you. And we can think of thousands and thousands of examples.
Going to school, for one. That was a big thing for me.
At the age you're at now,
Yeah.
or kindergarten?
No, the age that I'm at now, because I hadn't gone to school for so long, I was used to just being at home with my kids, and then I had to leave part of that at least, and start going to school, and it was definitely a big step.
So it pushed you out here.
Yeah.
As you have been in school, do you find yourself more, or able to do more, or more of just a human being than you were before that?
Oh yeah, it's expanded my confidence in myself, and my knowledge and my abilities. I feel like I could do almost anything I really wanted to.
Good. Perfect example. And every one of us has done this a lot. We've gone from here to here. First day of kindergarten, if we want to go back that far. Scariest day of my life up until kindergarten. I cried for half the day because I didn't want to be, we didn't have preschool back then. That wasn't a thing. So it was the first day of not being at home, and it was like huge. But after a few days of, okay, that became my new comfort zone. But I grew, and we all do this all the time. Now, the rub with this, the tricky part of this is going from here to here almost always, not always, but almost always involves overcoming fear. There's always, not always, but most of the time, there's going to be some sense of fear. How would you, we kind of went over this last time, but how would you define fear? What is the fear? What is it when we fear something? What is the thought that precedes that emotion of fear? What did we decide last time?
To get where you want to be, like, necessary.
Yeah. The very thing that we just said is what you just said. As each time you do something that is from here to here, you're going to grow. What is the thought that precedes the emotion when you're looking into that unknown, or you're looking into that scary? What is the thought that we're having?
But there might be fear or the pain.
There's going to be pain. This is going to hurt somehow. And fear is the thought of avoiding that pain. Yes? You with me? Stay with me. This is good stuff. Fear is the desire to avoid that pain, and so we stay where we are. This was mine when I was growing up, when I was in like high school. I'd want to ask out the 10. You know what I mean by the 10, and I'm the 3. And so I knew for sure she was going to say, "Get lost, jerk." And so what did I do? When I'm getting ready to call her up. She's the 10, I'm the 3, and I know she's going to say, get lost, jerk. What do I do when I'm getting ready to call her up? Am I the only one?
No, you don't call.
I don't call at all,
Yeah.
right?
Or you get the phone ringing and you hang up.
Yeah. Fear is the feeling of wanting to avoid that her saying, get lost, jerk, because I would interpret that as being painful, emotionally painful. Yes? And that's how it is in most things. I'm not going to try that because there might be pain. I'm not going to try that because it might hurt. But, like you accurately said, this is where we really grow. This is where growth happens. So, if that's the case, yeah, go ahead. Listen.
Do you think that our comfort zone can shrink? Because I felt like there was a time in my life where I was doing lots of things that were outside my comfort zone. I was growing a lot, but I've stopped doing those things, and I feel like my comfort zone shrank.
I would guess that a person, and I'm just making this as a blanket guess. I don't know for sure, but I would say people who are depressed, it may not look like fear to them, but they don't want to go anywhere that might feel the least bit uncomfortable. Yeah. So I would say for sure it would. Yeah. It's very dynamic, this. I look at people like, and whatever you think of the guy, I don't care what you think of him, but I think of, who's the president? Trump. That guy's comfort zone must be so gigantic. He does stuff nobody else on the planet will do in front of tens of thousands of people. Right? And I think that's partly because he just keeps, like exactly what you said, Jen, he just keeps going this way all day long. Oh, I'm not afraid. I'll go meet with that guy. I'll go meet with this corporate head. I'll go meet with... And all day long, he's pushing out there to the point where nothing is fearful for him because everything's... I don't even know if he has a discomfort zone. I don't care what you think about him politically or whatever, but he's an amazing example of how... Mitt Romney was another one who half the people, think about it, if half the people on the planet hate your guts, which is pretty much the case with Trump, half the people on the planet, more than half, think he's the most delusional idiot on the planet, and he just keeps right on going. He doesn't care.
Can't that also come from narcissism? Like your comfort zone expands so much, you just get, so confident in yourself, so you could do anything.
You could maybe go there, yeah. But whatever it is, he doesn't sense that he's afraid of stuff. Mitt Romney didn't sense that he was afraid of stuff, and he just kept doing that over and over and over. If you want to add the narcissist, I don't know. I don't have a good idea of that. I'm not a psychologist or a psychotherapist to analyze somebody, but I watch what these guys do. And that's not limited to just those guys. When we see, you said that you talk to people who are successful. This is what they do.